it's me, your Uncle Mike from Boston. How are you, Dabba-doo? I am just back from a movie. Oh, Romeo. Just watched it in the theater with the people. And this is what I'm learning about Indian cinema. This is an event. Families come. People bring their own snacks. It's like nothing I have experienced with the American movie experience. These movies are 3.5 hours long. There's intermissions. People are talking in between. They're cheering on things. So I'm loving it. So today, wow. I should start with just the overall vibe I was getting from the movie. So I went in knowing it was a gangster movie. And what you should know is that I'm 62 years old. I got 50 years of American movies. I love gangster movies. Scorsese, De Palma, Quentin Tarantino, Rodriguez. I mean, hey, there's so many. So I bring that to the table when I'm watching these. So I watched the beginning, the opening sequence, and I'm listening to a recorder. And next thing you know, I see a guy playing the recorder. I thought that was kind of clever because it spilled right into our anti-hero Shahid Kapoor playing the guitar. So I hear the guitar and I'm thinking this is like opening music, but it's actually people that are actually playing these instruments. All right, so I'll start with our lead. And what's cool is there are so many different regions in India, and this is what I'm learning as I go along. Of course, Bollywood, Tollywood, Hollywood, and forgive me, I'm not sure where this is from, but each region has their own star, and it's, by the way, directors, I should say the director's name here, Vishal Bhardwaj, give him some love, and so the big star here, Shahid, he comes into the scene as I see him, and once again, I'm expecting gangster. I'm a little intimidated by him. It looks a little scary. The guys are afraid. His gang is afraid around him, so that's setting the tone right off the bat. And he gets upset because he doesn't want to be disturbed. He takes a phone call. Who did this? He runs out there. He's got a gun. I'm expecting him to shoot somebody to set an example, and boom! It's a lighthearted moment. Granny comes. Granny's the one who did it all along. And so, all right, okay, so now we're going to have a little fun. It's gangster stuff, and it's fun. And so, all right, so this guy, Shahid, he reminds me a little bit of John Travolta, actually. The way his swagger, he's cocky, he's a playboy, just everything about him. So, getting to know him, kind of two-dimensional, not too much so far. I'm okay. I'm not really loving him, but he's all right. And where he does get interesting is the love interest with Triptii. I'll get to her in a second. And then, of course, the part when he dies and he comes back, he's a different person. Now I'm seeing a three-dimensional character, and this is where the actor gets credit. I do like what he was doing. So Shahid, by the end of the movie, I could see why he's a star. I really can. Didn't get it at the beginning. Never saw him before, but it took a little while to warm up to him. So that's Shahid. Really liked his arc, where he went as a character. I back to the John Travolta reference, the dancing, excellent dancer, and just the whole fun atmosphere of him and the gang at the beginning, and then the transition to more of a serious actor. I really enjoyed that, so I get that. All right, second character I want to hit is Triptii Dimri. Wow, she is unbelievable. I've only seen 3 Indian cinema movies so far, Durandar, Border 2, both of those, the women characters are kind of minor roles. She is a badass. I love seeing a character like this, how she developed her character. I have to say, I liked her. At the end of the day, she was my favorite character of the whole movie. And the actress did a great job, three-dimensional, right from the get-go. So a lot of props to her. And a couple of notable characters, of course, the mafia gang leader. The actor's name is Avinash Tiwari. He did a great job for what he was supposed to do. And then, of course, the the actor that played Khan. He did a good job. So the acting was good. I enjoyed the acting. The plot was an interesting plot. Now, coming from Triptii's perspective, the avenging her husband's death, her trying to solicit Shahid's character's help, him rejecting her at the beginning, and then eventually she wins him over. And how does she win him over? Because he's such a playboy, you would never think that he was going to fall for somebody. So it's kudos to her as an actress, because I really bought into, who she was and what she was fighting for. And that's what you watch as a moviegoer, as a cinema going. You want the stakes to be high all the time. And so she brought that to the table right from the get-go. And so she stole the show from me, by the way. She's beautiful, great actress. Very curious about other things she's done. I'll find out later. And all right, so the plot, back to her and the plot, that alone could have been a movie right there. Just her avenging the death of her husband and her having to infiltrate. At first she gets rejected, realizes she might have to do this herself. She gets trained by Shahid's character, and then she has to go in and infiltrate, much like Ranveer Singh's character and Durandar. And so how he had to immerse himself into a gang for several years and just buy into the system. Well, she had to, she killed the 4 people she had to kill. She killed the first one, and then she married the second one, married him, like I said, like Ranveer's character. And so for her to do that, and then just which as an actress, how she conveyed that, I guess, is what really won me over. And so I'm giving her a lot of flowers, lots of flowers to her for some reason. So back to the plot. So yes, that was very interesting. I liked how you knew when Shahid's character got shot and fell off the train into the water, it couldn't be the end. It was too... Like, logically, I knew it was like another hour left of the movie. That couldn't be the end of him. So I hated that part that I knew that. But anyway, that's what this is about. All right. So some of the things, that were, not so much negative, but this took away is I have to get used to Indian cinema, because these heroes are not just heroes, they're superheroes. At the beginning, it's just unrealistic that when he was hired to go in and kill that guy in the cinema, he's fighting 200 guys at once. He's just got, I know he's an expert with the blades, and that's his thing. But come on, man. 200 people, and he kills them all. And then, it's fine. All right, I get that. The superhero part of it, and that's hope. That's part of the cinema. That's what brings the families there, and they're bringing their own snacks. I get it. But it's inconsistent, because then he gets caught in a jam. Him and his gang, they were in a tunnel. There was one guy's on one side, the other guy's... I forget what that part was, and they couldn't get out, and that's when they captured him, right? Well, why couldn't he kill all the people then, right? And then at the end, when he's in the bull ring and he's fighting the mafia boss, Avinash, his character, and, if he's such a great, superhero, why didn't he just end that in 2 seconds? So it's the inconsistencies with that it throws me off, and maybe you, as an Indian cinema goer, that's just part of the deal, and so you don't question it the way I do. Okay, notes like religious undertones. I'm finding that more and more in Indian cinema and some songs, and so I'm doing more research on that on the side. But at Triptii's character, there were several moments she was praising Allah, and then she referred to, she mentioned that if he doesn't come through for me, then he will. And there was a poster on the wall of Lord Ganesha, the human body with the elephant head, Lord Ganesha. So there's different people that you could pray to, which I'm just not familiar with. That's all from my upbringing, because it seemed like it was like 2 movies in one. So at the beginning, the dancing, and it was more lighthearted, and then there was a switch, and then they were avenging, and they were on a mission, and so that pulled me in. And so hey, I'm giving this a mixed review. I wanted to love it more. There were so many aspects I thought that it could be better. And like I said, so one aspect to hit on is the music. Music is what brought me to YouTube in the first place. 3 months ago, I wasn't on YouTube. And here I am. I'm paying money going into cinema, watching Indian movies with subtitles. It's crazy where I'm at right now. But I'm actually loving every second of it because I'm learning new things. Oh yeah, back to the music. And so the music portion of this is, like I said at the beginning, the recorder into the guitar. I thought that was very clever because I just thought it was introduction music, but it was actually, part of the scene. And the dancing, and then the music, the romantic interest part of the movie, the music really enhanced that part of it, made me feel it. Really feel it. And so I thought it was a great soundtrack. I'm really going to explore that, probably react to 1 or 2 songs from the soundtrack. I'll pick those out. So I have to give the music is a 5 out of 5. And the movie, 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. I wanted it to be better. I really did. So mixed reviews. There were some aspects I thought were fantastic. Really, really good world-class aspects. As I told you, the plot, that second half was really captivating. And the silly parts, once again, this is an event. And I think that's part of it. I don't know. But you know what? Durandar showed me something different, and it is so unfair to compare anything to Durandar because that was world class. 5 out of 5, 6 out of 5. Can you do that? 6. So I'm comparing everything to that, which is probably unfair. All right. Wow. A stream of consciousness. That's how I do this. I just want to give you, I just got back. So I'm giving you everything I have, and I appreciate you hanging out. What is this, 12, 13 minutes into this? So thank you very much. If you like what I'm doing, hit subscribe, like, do all those type of things to help me grow my channel. And namaste. I'll see you next time.